It's a shame. Good test to be back in action for the reserves this week. We've got Castleford tomorrow night. What are your thoughts ahead of the Tigers coming up to Stanley?
Yeah, obviously looking forward to it. Come off 2 big wins, 2 big scorelines, and defended well in both games. So they'll be a bit tougher because they'll be better than Bradford and London, but I reckon we'll still do a job.
Do you think it's been quite good to get a few wins under our belts after? I'd say more of a mixed start this year. We started with that loss, but then picked up with that good win at Saints.
Yeah, 100%. We had a few losses at the start of the season, then, like you said, a good win against Saints. And yeah, I think we've picked up a good form now at reserves. Obviously, it's hard because teams are getting mixed about every week when it comes to reserves. But like you say, we've been doing well recently. So.
And how do you find that your form's been so far this year? I know you've been playing sort of around the full-back role, a bit hook, a bit more at half-back. Are you enjoying that challenge of playing a multitude of positions?
Yeah, 100%. I ended up missing first 2 games, but yeah, these past few games I think I've done well. Obviously, like you say, I'm a bit of a utility player. I haven't really got a position, so just get chucked about wherever, but I enjoy it like that.
Do you enjoy the sort of having the sort of teams like London and Bradford, the games we've had with those and those results? Actually, you've been able to have that bit of energy to run around and sometimes come off the bench and inject that energy. Is that something that you enjoy and something that you see as your role in the wider team?
100%. We have them convos with coaches all the time. Well, myself, about me being an impact player off at bench because obviously my speed and stuff. And like you said, I haven't really got a set position. And yeah, Bradford and London were 2 good games to get the team a bit of confidence as well.
And when you look at obviously you joined the club a little bit later during that academy season, so we went on to win that grand final. How have you found that your development sort of grown since looking back at that lad 2 years ago to the one that's sitting here now, a reserves player here at the Rhinos?
Yeah, a lot better. I always have convos with Tony about how he thinks I'm become a lot calmer. Used to be a bit of an hectic player, which is probably why I start on bench sometimes to come on. But yeah, got to become a lot better when it comes to handing ball.
And what were your aims? Or how do you aim to use the reserves competition? Because it is very much it's an odd one in that it's 1 week on, 1 week off. Do you feel like you're still getting the opportunities to continue to develop with the academy guys outside of obviously game weeks?
Yeah, 100%. Because even though when it's not game week for reserves, obviously you're always in with academy, so it's a big week for them. So you've got to help them. So even if you're not playing, it's still a big week for academy. So you've got to help them out as well.
Do you find as well the lads stepping down from first team, do they bring some little bits? I know they're about your age, but do you find that they bring little learnings that they've taken from the older guys that are playing Super League week in, week out? Do you find that beneficial?
100%, because obviously they're in a lot more than us. They train a lot more, train with higher quality people. So yeah, they always bring more skill, more knowledge when they train with us, which obviously they'll rub off on other players. And
obviously, we're now in the second half of our season for reserves. What are your sort of looking at the games we've got coming up? As where do you see this team sort of going for the rest of the year? Has Tony sort of laid out any places that he wants to sort of move things around, change things around for these next 6 games?
Well, yeah, obviously there's a few tough games coming up. We've got Hull after our week off next week. I'm not sure where we sit in table at the moment, but I know obviously trying to finish in top 4 will be one of the main goals.